We've done the. I've lost it.
Start it again. Getting rid of Extreme and moving to Cisco.
No, you got to start again properly.
Oh God.
Ready to go.
Hang on a minute, I'm taking my gloves off now.
Understandable.
One last thing. Is there any introduction or sign off that you want? Or are we just going to go straight into it?
I'll put on the screen who you are and stuff. So you don't need to say, hi, my name's Nathan and I'm a Capricorn and I like long walk in the park and squash.
I actually am as well.
Are you a
amazing,
Capricorn?
What a research you've done before this.
Hiya, my name is James Ling. It's usually my job this time of the year to create like a jingly video for everybody in IT to have a look at and to try and get an idea of everything we've achieved over the last 12 months. It's virtually impossible for me to do that this year because of the sheer number of things that we have achieved. So this year I decided to do something different, and I asked a few of the IT managers and senior leaders to try to summarise things that they know that we've done, or that they would like other people to know that we've achieved, even the things that we do in the background. This video is those videos combined, and at the end I'll try and provide a summary of everything that we did this year. Give it a watch. I hope you enjoy it, and you'll see that it's not so easy to describe what we did this year in just 45 seconds.
Trust-wide network replacement and shutdown of legacy system moving from Cisco to Extreme, 200 switches replaced. A massive amount of server decoms, 49 for CX Nutanix, 20 for Ipswich Nutanix, 5 Azure, 13 physical, 87 servers in total. Onboarded the acute and the community firewalls. Onboarded community. Upgraded the acute and community firewalls. Secure and email accreditation, CCU migration to MetaVision, CHNet call deployment, QPulse replacement, teletracking replacement, SLAM upgrades, Eden upgrades, MBSS, Medicode, Lorenzo, ED display updates multiple times, Careflow upgrades, Careflow maternity upgrades, and many more.
Wow, thank you. Very good.
Okay, SNF dice. QPulse, Netcall, Lorenzo and Careflow upgrades, the SQL database to Colchester, the community firewall, the NICS site infrastructure computers, critical care, e-prescribing, MediSite.
Nice. Much better than Marks and John.
So 45,000 calls have been made into the service desk, over 80,000 support tickets raised. We've printed 1,797 smart cards. The MetaVision upgrade from the old critical care system. So we've got one central system over the two organizations. Office 365.
Never going to be a speed news reader, Mark. Never going to be a speed.
I'm never going to be a speed news.
So okay. So achievements for 2022: domain project, EPR, stakeholder engagement, over 1,000 stakeholders, LIMS project, Careflow, Lorenzo, Eden upgrades, Evolve merged, 87 servers decommissioned. MetaVision, probably the biggest, where you managed to get 2 critical care units to start talking to each other and working together. E-prescribing, skin analytics, clinical photography, WABA, Somerset upgrades. Where else? Oh God, where else are we going? Oh, it's more difficult than you think.
Okay, so I had to take this opportunity. I've got to speak about the EPR programme. So this year we've directly engaged with over 200 stakeholders. That adds to another list of around 600 now. We sat through a pre-market engagement of 18 hours of supplier sessions with all sorts of people across ESNEFT, 4.5 hours of patient journey videos, 437 pages of responses that we looked at. I could name you the pages as well. And we have to talk about the reference site visits as well. So the EPR programme seemed to have been to 3 reference site visits, Addenbrooke's, Newcastle and West Suffolk, and we've spoken to 12 other NHS trusts to help us inform us along the way. But what's been massive this year for the EPR programme of digital and logistics has been the investment that the trust has showed in us. So we've had £1.3 million of revenue awarded to us that supported our recruitment drive this year. That has led to 8 existing roles being made substantive, and so far we've recruited 9 additional members of staff as well. So the informaticists and the project teams, but there's been roles all the way across digital and logistics.
Yep.
And
Dan,
finally,
that was a minute, Nathan. That was a minute.
I didn't get to
That-
mention the best one.
What was the best
Shit.
one?
The outline case of £100 million.
Go on then. I'll clip it in. Go.
Okay. And most importantly, the trust board have backed us by approving a outline business case for the EPR, which has an investment value of over £100 million over the next 10 to 15 years. So opportunities is the name of the game for digital and logistics this year.
Well, we've done so much this year. In the last calendar year, our virtual workers returned over 3,000 days back to the organisation, freeing up ESNEFT staff to work on way more meaningful things. In North East Essex, there's been 223 staff received System 1 training. In project delivery in North East Essex, in February 2022, successfully went live with System 1 electronic prescribing for Clacton and Harwich. In the same month, there is lots of stuff was designed and created for System 1 workflows to allow for access to be given to Colchester acute wards, and with community rehab and discharge teams. In May, and June and July, supporting the North East Essex Community Service Migration, an ESNEFT domain project for System 1 support, testing when issues arose. In August 22, we went live with phase 1 of data migration support for urgent community response services. That's what UCRS means, into System 1. In September, ongoing North East Essex work with Suffolk acute and community virtual wards. The ambition for that is to step up patients down from inpatient beds to a virtual ward for remote home monitoring. In November 22, we went live with phase 2 of the UCRS, following a staff consultation to integrate unplanned district nursing care into the URS service, which is currently embedding before further System 1 requirement changes to allow full integration and reporting to be captured for UCRS service as a whole. Recently, last month, successfully went live with System 1 electronic prescribing, or EPS, across other remaining appropriate North East Essex community services, which included community cardiology, podiatry, MSK, pain team, North East Essex integrated care team, North East Essex administrative prevention services, and North East Essex respiratory and adult SLT. With a huge thanks also to Carol Varndale in the North East Essex Community Service RA support.
Nice one, John.
Is that 45 seconds?
Have a guess how long that was?
25 seconds.
No, it was 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Was that 2 minutes and 14 seconds?
Yeah.
No way.
So goes to show you how hard it is, right? Don't worry. Some creative editing, we'll get that down. Be fine.
Okay, so 2022 has been another full-on year. I've reached my 27 years of service, so that's all good. So just a few facts and stats for the acute clinical systems team. We've resolved 6,356 manage engine calls for all the different systems we manage. We've had a number of upgrades. We've had the CareFlow 6.3 upgrade. We've had CareFlow Maternity version 3.13 upgrade. The Lorenzo 2.2 upgrade. We've merged Evolve. We've had lots of other Evolve updates during the year. We've held our first ever ESNEFT Evolve End User Forum, which was very successful, and that will continue on into 2023. We are ECDS3 compliant on CareFlow Lorenzo and System 1, so that's the emergency care dataset. System 1 have had many updates, like the Rockwood Frailty Score implemented. Somerset Cancer Registry updates have taken place. For the clinical systems training team, we've trained 2,500 people across classroom-based teams and third-party training. North East Essex Clinical Systems, we've trained 223 staff for System 1 for NEECs, went live with System 1 electronic prescribing for Clapton UTC and Harwich minor injuries, designed and created System 1 workflow to allow for access to be given to Colchester Acute Ward to North East Essex System 1 unit to link up with the community rehab team. Went live with Phase 1 data migration support for urgent community response service in the new System 1 unit, and we had Phase 2 of that to integrate the unplanned district nursing care. Went live with electronic prescribing across the remaining North East Essex community services, which included community cardiology, podiatry, MSK, pain, North East Essex integrated care team, admission prevention services, respiratory and adult speech and language therapy. For Suffolk Clinical Systems, a total of 2,476 people have been trained. We've introduced SMS email, started in June, enabling configuration for each System 1 unit and training to a number of community services, including paediatrics, allowing SMS email functionality to send appointments, etc. Also, staff safety alert process device for all users of System 1 in Suffolk to alert staff of any safety risks before planning patient visits.
Wow.
Is that all right?
That was all right.
Good.
Can I have a little guess how long it was?
Oh, I say 42 seconds.
2 minutes, 51 seconds.
How long?
2 minutes, 51 seconds.
Was it?
Yeah, I gave you a little
God.
signal halfway through. but
Oh,
you were
sorry, is that
showing-
too long? Oh,
Nah,
sorry.
you're fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're showing your flow. It just goes to show that we cannot talk about what we've done in the year in,
Oh, you
45
can't.
in less than a minute, right?
Yeah. I think the one thing that should be recorded on this, because he won't include it himself, is that James Ling has invested in a ring light. He says it's his daughter's. It absolutely is not.